Hello, John. How are you? Welcome to the show with me. I don't have any other things. I just thought of it last second.
I was trying to learn the words like the house guests had to.
Oh, see, now if you watch the live feeds, you would know it's Jankie.
Well, I
Janky,
know the Janky
Janky,
song.
you
Janky
love
of
me.
me.
Yeah,
Yes.
oh, little Janky. Let me tell you what Janky wants, everyone. Janky wants you to follow, like, and subscribe. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all those places. Janky loves it. Share the show, tell a friend, tell a family member. It's a great way to help support our shows. Check out our website for the past 15 years of shows. All the current stuff is on the YouTube. Of course, the Discord. We're streaming Big Brother. We watch the live feeds there and chat every single day. We all were in Janky World with them all week. We just watched a true crime documentary last night. We watch movies. Murders in the Building we watched. We watched
Have
the
have have you
Show.
seen Kevin Can F himself?
Have I seen Kevin can F himself? No.
Oh my gosh, that's what I'm watching. It is so good. Because what it is part of it set in like a sitcom where there's like a laugh track and the lights are bright. And then one person will leave a door and then all of a sudden it's real life. So you got these kind of sitcom-y people, but you get to follow them in their real life and it gets all dark and weird and crazy. It's really good. And it's the sister from Schitt's Creek.
Oh, I do love a Schitt's Creek sister.
Yes.
So that's a Levy. She's a real Levy in real life, isn't she? No,
No, the
no.
redhead, the
Yeah,
waitress
yeah.
was.
You're right. The
Yeah.
waitress, correct. All right, look, people want to hear about Janky. Jankie, but first let's talk about Quinn leaving. Were bye Quinn, Quinn's out, bye Quinn, see you later, think of you never, girl,
So
bye.
I am so excited to see the jury house with Quinn. I want to see if he's settled down. I want to see that he spent some time to himself. I don't know if he's still kind of fuming because he was angry leaving, pissed.
Yeah, I think he pretended like he wasn't, but I agree.
Oh,
Totally
he
was.
was. He was. His
Ain-
face.
Ainsley being like, I'm taking a trip around the world. And you know it
I
was
did
pretty.
that. I did that.
Oh my god. Well, and oh, you know what? Actually, kind of like you, what a lot of people, it'd be great if I had it here for you, but just go check out Big Brother's Instagram. Ainsley posted on Big Brother's Instagram all the places she went all around the world, and she brought Julie with her. So there's like her and Julie on the Eiffel Tower, her and Julie on the pyramid, her and Julie kayaking, and
Well,
the night.
it's not like Ainsley can get COVID, so
No, that's true.
so she doesn't even need a mask. Like she can be with Julie. Julie can be all diseased and COVIDed up.
Right. So
In a canoe. In a canoe.
I'm the COVID robot. I'm spreading COVID all around the world.
You're welcome, everybody.
You're welcome. I'm gonna bring back COVID. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think that's exactly what they should do. Leah, start of the week. Leah, very annoyed once again that she's on the wrong side of the vote.
Oh, and Angela, like Angela just cracks me up. But she is so upset that once again she is on the wrong side of the vote. She has voted chemo out, and she's sincerely upset. Like, I can't believe me, Angela, is on the wrong side of the vote. It's like
Again.
I can't wait for her to watch this season. I can't wait for her to go back. As much as she misses her husband, is her husband going to be there when she gets back? Like, to see this whole other side of her.
I mean, they've been together since she were 15.
I know, but you still, like, everybody who has been in long-term relationships, including myself, you think you know the person. And really don't. We as humans have many, many sides.
Oh,
You know what I
see,
mean? Yeah.
I feel the opposite about it. I feel we're not even getting the worst of Angela. I feel he has seen much worse Angela.
It could be, or maybe a worse side, but I mean, she's,
Right.
locked in a house. She's under a pressure cooker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know that it has to. I think sale. She's selling houses. That's stressful.
Yeah.
She's a house seller, selling houses. I liked.
You don't need a doctorate to sell a house.
All right, well then
Isn't
maybe
that
I think
stressful?
that's a good point. Maybe I should start selling houses. I loved how Chelsea got annoyed at her when Chelsea was just like, I don't want to hear it. If you wanted to vote chemo, you should have voted chemo. Like,
Oh,
whatever, Angela, just do it. Like, why are you complaining about it again? You want to vote chemo, just vote
I
chemo.
love that she walks in like she's walking into her alliance.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what happened? I thought we were voting this way. And
I
then
thought we're
just Chelsea
friends.
with all her friends. And Chelsea's like eye rolling, going, "You've got to be kidding me."
This lady, the robots, they're taking over.
Listen, I accidentally started my dishwasher before the show, and I can hear it draining, and then I can hear your Alexa, and I'm just like, oh, or a hot
I
mess
don't
background.
understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why this keeps happening. Yeah, I agree with you. The way it's like it's her on the same thing like in the living room when she overhears them talking in the living room and she walks up and she's like, "Hi guys, hi. I see you're having a little powwow. Let's just talk about it."
Well, about me, because she's
About
in the
me?
kitchen, you could just see her thinking about that charcuterie board again. Oh my gosh.
By the way, you guys are a threat. You know you're a threat, right? You do know you're a threat.
It's you.
That's what you know. It's a threat. Now here's the thing.
Me. It's you.
It's a threat. And here's the thing. On any other season, I would have said, "This is shocking. I can't believe this is happening. This is psychotic." But it's this season, and these people tell each other everything. It's like, I'm going for this person, I'm going for that person. We had Tucker telling the whole game in every one of his speeches.
I'm like, am I watching Big Brother Canada? And what it was happening?
Yeah.
Like, they announced the veto thing. You are my target. You are not. You know why?
Right.
You did this. You did that.
Right.
It's like, that was the one thing that drove me nuts about Big Brother Canada, and I see it in this season, which is really interesting. But it's falling differently, so it's interesting. I'm really loving this season.
No, this is one of the best seasons of modern Big Brother ever. I agree.
It's renewed my faith.
Well, and what's horrible about it is it's mainly made up of recruits. So it does make an argument that maybe recruits are better than fans of the show. Although I want fans of the show to be able to get to play, but I mean...
Well, some of these recruits are fans. I truly believe Quinn is a fan.
Well, Quinn's not a recruit. Quinn is obviously a diehard fan, but I mean, like, T-Core and Rabina and, people like that. Okay, anyway, so after she's done talking to the people, and I'm like, no, then we get Janky, and he's like, "Hi, friends, I love all of you. Do you guys like pizza? Do you guys like parties? Do you like ice cream and dancing? Do you like oiling up each other's private..." Oh, no, I'm not saying that.
Oh, that's me. I like oiling up.
Yay. And everyone's like, "Janky's so cute. We love you, Janky. Janky's the best.
Go outside for a party."
And then they go outside and they're like, "Welcome to outside. It's a carnival." And they're loving it. Like, big carnival time. This is so much fun. Look at all the fun. Look at all the games. And then Janky is like, "Nope, you're locked outside." And they
see those doors go. You don't have the clothes that you want to wear, your moisturizer, your contact solution if you're wearing contacts, your toothbrush.
Anything.
Nothing. Underwear.
Anything. I mean, I have to say, there are a lot of things about the Big Brother house that I go, I don't feel like I could handle that. That would be a deal breaker, but maybe I can do. I can tell you, I would not be able to handle this.
I bring more things camping
Hmm.
than what the house guests had. Like I have many pairs of clean underwear, my toothbrush, mouthwash, hair products.
They got to bring a bag of their clothes out. But before it really shut down, they were allowed to put anything they wanted into their Big
Oh,
Brother duffel bag carry on. And they did get toothpaste and shampoo and stuff like that. But they had to use porta potties all week. Just, I'm sorry.
well,
I don't mean
I'll
to
take
be gross, but just that's a
listen.
week of doing number two on top of other people's number two, sitting in a closed little box where you're smelling all the number twos that everyone's doing.
Listen, they're all sharing a bathroom.
I don't care. That's a deal
it's a
breaker.
step down, absolutely, but it's a step. It's not like five,
That's
15
a step. I'm
steps.
sorry. That is not a step. Here's something. I am proud of myself that I don't know what other people in my life's number twos smell like. I don't need to sit in your little number two stink box.
You don't know what your husband's. You've never
No,
like
I don't, and I'm
accidentally
happy.
walked into the bathroom and go, oh, I
No,
have
oddly
that.
enough, we're not like, let's hang out while we're pooping.
Well, I didn't say hang out, but like he could have finished and walked outside, and then you walk in as you're, you know, probably cleaning something because you're crazy,
No.
cleaning all the time, and you walk into it and go, oh my gosh,
Okay, sure.
you've never done that.
No, I said sure. I'm sure that has happened before.
Okay.
Sure.
My God. I mean, how big is your, what does he live in the East Wing? You live in the West Wing? Like, what's going on?
Yes, we're very wealthy. We're very wealthy. Um, I love the Janky song. I am one of the people who everybody else is like, I hate the Janky song. I never want to hear it again. I'm gonna blow my brains out. I loved it. I loved the
I
dance party. I loved Janky. I loved all parts Janky, but that is how I live my life. As anybody that watches me when I'm on You Now every day, half of my thing might as well just be a musical.
Well, it's yeah, you're very, very janky-ish without the being trapped outside, and
Right.
but you eat like shit. You like to dance. You like to
Yeah.
sing. Yeah.
I do that all the time. It's just I'm forever making up
So,
songs, says
so the
Denise
only
in
thing
chat.
about Janky's World you couldn't handle is the actual pooping in a porta potty all week.
No, it's being trapped. I can't handle. That's my 9/11 phobia. I can't handle anywhere that I can't leave when I want, which is really the only reason I don't play Big Brother.
Oh yeah.
Is I can't handle, like, that's just the PTSD I could never get over. I can't be in things I can't get out of.
Oh.
Oh, now don't you feel like an asshole?
Kinda. Not really though.
Um,
Never fell
so
for that.
So no, I loved it. And here's the best part of Janky World. This was the best part for me. If we're gonna talk about all my psychoses,
Yeah, of course.
Janky's World only provided them with soft foods. I had an entire week fit free of bags, chips, soups, slurping, crunching, all of it. We had none of that on the feeds. Zero. You know how much noise ice cream makes? Barely any. You know how much a nasty ass DiGiorno pizza heated up in the $5 toaster oven from Walmart is crunchy? Not at all.
Gone crunchy.
It was glorious. Glorious it was. We did have to
Wow.
compete with a lot of airplanes. It was hard for those of us that were live feed
Yes.
watching. I mean, well, let me put it to you this way. You, again, would not understand as a casual viewer.
I could hear the airplanes. I could.
Well, no, this is the thing. We all, the live feed watchers, hated this week. We hated this twist before it even started because we understood what was going to happen. We're watching the game for the strategy and the manipulation and doing all that. When you put everyone in the backyard, when they can see every single conversation that's being had, it cuts down on all of the gameplay, which is why you saw so much filler this week on the television shows, because there was maybe all week 5 hours of game talk in the entire week.
People were miserable. I mean, just even that first HOA comp lasting the entire night. That's what would kill me. That was a nightmare.
And they had to set it up on their own.
And they had to build it.
Yeah, they had to build it, which is why there was controversy. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, but like on The View, like after Leah wins, she puts her sword down, like she's like, ha, like it happens in slow motion, like ha ha ha, and she moves her little sword away, and the marshmallow stays there. It doesn't fall.
It stayed.
And a lot of people are like, production rigged it, but I'm like, no, they had to set it up themselves. So how is Leah rigging it?
Well, like, do you maybe think the heat?
Yeah, I think it probably had to do with moisture and then, night going into day.
Over 9 hours.
Yeah, I think that is it. Like it probably just
but
shitty.
I noticed that on the edit on the TV as a casual viewer.
As a casual viewer, you noticed that. Well,
and I saw that it stayed. Yeah.
That was a Big Brother. That was a flashback to Big Brother OTT comp. That they did that on Big Brother Over the Top because again, we don't have a budget this season for comps. Apparently, it's not a big budget.
AI is expensive, and then you have to send her all over the world.
Send her all over the world to spread COVID. So. Oh, you didn't. Now you were not a fan of the jokes.
I wrote them in the notes. Of course, I was.
That's why I'm looking at the notes going. Yeah. I'm literally looking at the notes going, why did the cookie go to the doctor? Because it was crummy.
Because it was feeling crummy. That's what Janky's jokes were saying.
So you loved them. You loved these jokes enough that you wanted us to re-go there. Why did the cookie get in a fight? Because it had a chocolate chip on its shoulder.
Yeah.
These are dad jokes. What is 2 antennas and 8 best friends? Janky!
Janky,
we love you. Okay, now let me ask you this. T-Core's out first, right? I know. Chemo's out second. Big threat. Understand why we would target them. Then Mackenzie, then Rabina, and it's coming down to Angela, Cam, and Leah. Okay? Angela is like, I'm out. You guys fight it over. We all good. We're all good. Great.
Angela is trying to get some brownie points, right? Like, and sit there and be like, listen, I've had 2 HOHs. I've gotten pictures and letters from home. Like, Leah hasn't. Cam hasn't. I'm going to do this for you guys. Because that's who I am. I'm the mother. Remember? Mother?
Mother. I am your mother.
Mm-hmm. There's
Listen
a horror movie
to
called
me.
Mother.
Do you know what my favorite thing about your notes is? Is when you call Leah Lee in them or Leon. My favorite is when you call her Lee, like autocorrect must change Leah to Leon. That's always my favorite part. Anyway, so no.
Yeah. When my AI does chemo and it says chemo, like you're getting chemo treatment.
Yeah, well, a lot of people are unhappy about that this season, to be honest. A lot of people are like, I don't know that I can watch it. It's bringing up issues just because his name is Chemo. I'm not even making that as a joke. Like, I saw people on Twitter be like...
See, I think of like the kiwi fruit. Kiwi.
Well, that's New Zealand fruit. Oh, no, that's a New Zealand bird. Kiwi.
Kiwi is the green fruit kiwi.
Okay, it's also a bird.
Yeah. I think I back to me. Hi. So
we're educating the people.
I think of the fruit kiwi.
Okay, well, it's because you are
a Kiwa.
That's because you are a fruit.
I am a big old fruit. Big, just sweet, juicy fruit.
You know, speaking of that, and, you know, Denise, who is, you know, doesn't have legs and is a big fan of our show. She actually told me this the other day, and you just reminded me of it. She asked me, and she said, Eric, do you know? And I, by the way, I felt this was very offensive, but she asked me anyway. She said, Eric, why do you never see gay people in a wheelchair? So, do you know why you never see gay people in a wheelchair? Because you can't be a fruit and a vegetable at the same time.
Oh my God. That
You
is.
just you just reminded me of that when I said you were a fruit.
Well, I would call them a tomato. Denise.
This is Denise. It's horrible.
So if I was at a pride and I saw someone in a wheelchair, I'd be like, tomato, tomato.
Tomato. Yeah. Anyway, back to the HOH comp. Back to the HOH comp, or as Comedy Jonah would call it, the HOA.
Is that what it says?
No, you didn't write it, but you always say HOA when you mean to say HOH. Anyway, so Cam turns to Leah and is like, do you want to play rock, paper, scissors for this? It's been 11 hours. And Leah's like, rock, paper, scissors, I don't know. And then he's like, you want to stand on one foot? And you just see Chelsea seething.
I would have been too.
Chelsea is like, you motherfucker.
I would have too.
We literally just lied to her, blindsided her.
Took out two of her allies.
Took out two of her allies. And now you're like, I'm having no problem doing this competition. Let me make it harder on myself.
I was all Chelsea is absolutely right. I would have been so pissed off, which is why, she's had these issues with him, with the other women, right? Like with Mackenzie and Leah. I think she kind of likes him a little bit, but I also think it's interfering. And this is the perfect example of it interfering.
No, she's jealous. She thinks that they are going to be
she's jealous, but his feelings are also interfering with the game, right?
Oh, like, sure.
He could have stayed up there. He didn't have to get on one leg. He didn't have to do anything.
Well, let me ask you this. So is Cam a genius and just fooling all of us? Like, in other words, did Cam really do this because he didn't want to stay up there for any longer and it's already been 11 hours? Or do you think he understood, I don't want any blood on my hands and I made a deal, I'm fine?
Well, that's a really good observation because on the other hand, he is good with Mackenzie. He is good with Leah.
Right.
Chelsea has racked up a good resume with this. Yes, they have a final two. Does it make sense for him to sit next to her? And in the end, probably not.
No, not at all.
He's not going to win. So, hey, Leah, I'm going to give you a better chance to win, and you can get a letter from home. And it doesn't get any blood on his hands.
Yeah, they have a deal, so.
Absolutely. I totally see that. And he can continue to kind of be a shield for her if he's going to align with her once Chelsea leaves.
Yeah, it's absolute. So Leah wins. Yeah. Leah wins.
Leah wins. We cannot call her the Victoria of the season anymore.
Well, we were cheering. We were so happy. We were like, yes, Leah won. Here we go. She is going to get revenge for Quinn. She is going to go after the Cams and the Chelseas. All right, fine. She just made a deal with Cam, but she'll go after MJ and Chelsea. This is it. This is our moment. And then Chelsea, she's like, all right, let me have some conversations before we do noms. Let me have some conversations. Chelsea walks up to her. They didn't show this really on the show. Chelsea goes up to her, and the first thing Leah says to her is, I want to like do this week with you. I really need your advice. I need to know what you think I should do and what you want me. And I was like, is this a fucking joke? She just betrayed you. And that's the advice that you're taking. And like the more one-on-one she had and the more time she was listening to people, it just became clearer and clearer that she is not touching Chelsea. And then she talks to Angela, and Angela's like, yeah, I
I
think we
I
should
wouldn't
go.
have I wouldn't have touched Chelsea either.
I agree,
I
maybe not touch.
completely agree with her decision. Listen, you've got
Why?
Mackenzie, you've got Chelsea, and you've got Cam, right? They're also a trio, but there's a
Right.
lot of there's a lot of cracks and fractures in that relationship. There is none with Robina, T-Core, and Chemo. They might not be comp beasts and might not win stuff, but they will vote every time, and they have their best interest every single time. That is solidified. There are no cracks.
Well, here's the thing, and this is always going to be the argument of Big Brother. You know
Yeah.
what else they don't do? Win anything.
They
They've won,
don't, but they got the voting power, and
but
they
who
got and
cares? You
T-Core's social game, absolutely.
Yeah, but who cares? You can put two of them up together and their voting power is gone. You have here's my
Which is
point.
what she did.
Well, but here's my point. There's two, three voting blocks. One, T Core, Rabina, and
No
Chemo
cracks, no
don't
fractions. Will
don't
vote. Will love
don't
each
win
other.
anything, so you can beat them.
Or
And
you've
then
got the
three that
ones,
win everything.
but have a ton of fractures, and have voted differently and have voted against each other in the past. Where Rabina, T-Core, and Chemo don't.
Well, spoiler alert, Chemo and Rabina are saying how they're not gonna take each other off the block if they win POV. Not on the week we're talking about currently. So obviously they are willing not to help each other.
Well, I mean, when you're on the block together, it's yeah.
No, no, not on the block together. If one's on the block, like if Chemo's on the block, Rabina's like, I don't know that I should use the
Well, I
POV on
mean,
you.
he voted to keep T-Core in. So, yeah, I
Okay,
get where
so
she's coming from.
fractures.
Well, there's fractures now because
Yeah.
T-Core's gone. So there's no trio.
Well, I think people should let us know in the comments. Do you think, like me, which is correct, going after the three people that never win anything is ridiculous? Or do you agree with John and you should, not go after the three people who win everything and will put you up?
Well, yeah, now we can go after those three people, but unfortunately, we know we know how this week's going so far, and the spoilers at the end. But yeah,
Well, I loved, and I knew this was going to happen. I knew we were getting janky at every moment because then they're like, okay, Leah, we need you to do nominations. All of us thought it was going to be the key wheel. She brings out these stupid bottles with the
well, the
people's
bottles
names
were
on them.
there because that's the ring toss at the
Yeah,
carnival, right? So
right.
what they did is just line them up. They put their names on
On
the
it.
bottles, and then she had to drop the rings on the nominees.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute. It was okay.
Carnival-ish.
It was...
I'm going to the Washington State Fair on Sunday. I'm going to be all carnivaled out.
Well, you know what I think they should have done?
What?
I think she really should have had to. I think they should have left all the ring toss bottles there with everyone's names. And it's Janky week. I think she should have had to throw two rings, and whatever bottle they landed on, those are the nominees.
Well, that would have taken forever because we saw how she did the ball toss with the bottles. Um,
So she
yeah.
nominates Rabina and Chemo. No surprise. Her thought process is, thanks to Chelsea being in her ear and Cam and MJ all manipulating her, because they're going to put her up if they win. They manipulate her into exactly what, John said.
Well, I don't think she thinks they're going to put her up.
No, I'm
Maybe as
telling
a
you, the
replacement.
other three, the Chelsea, Cam, MJ, 100% will go after Leah if they win power. Hold for the spoiler section.
Hold for the spoilers. I'm just.
Well, so stupid that Leah would go after the people that took out her friends, lied to her, manipulated her, did all this shit. Makes no sense. Okay, but I knew after every single thing that happened, I knew after every single nomination, every single tearful POV, I knew after everything that happened today, we were going to get dance party, pizza party, because that's Big Brother's favorite edit. They love taking the sad moment and then going dance party. And again, by the way, I love the dance party song. I loved it.
I loved it, but I mean, in the middle of the night and stuff, like, no.
You're on television. Suck it up.
No.
Here should be your dance. Here's what you should be thinking. It's the middle of the dance, and I'm gonna, in the middle of the night, now I'm gonna wake up and do a dance, and I'm gonna be entertaining so that when I get out of here, I can go, have you seen these glasses from Walmart? They're my favorite. You should get them. And then get $5,000. Your whole goal should be to make people like you so that they want to follow you on Instagram, not be a miserable
I
fuck.
agree with that, but then after a while and being in the tediousness and
No.
pooping in an outhouse and stuff, I'm sorry. It's just and pizza and ice cream and it's just,
I
oh my
think
God.
the house is the tedious part. You're outside, you're getting to listen to music and dance.
You couldn't do it yourself because you felt like you're gonna be trapped.
No, I disagree. I think they were being a little spoiled sports about the
You
dancing.
could have done it, and then you could have promoted stuff on Instagram, but you can't do it.
No, I can't do it. It's hard to. It's all right. You know why? Because I'm a chubby king, one of Leah's favorite things.
Oh my God, that was the funniest conversation when she was talking about them. Like, okay, I've got to lift some weights, and she's like, "Here's a big bowl of mashed potatoes."
Well, I mean, that was her whole intro video too. Like
Oh, I
I'm
know.
I'm surprised it took her this long to get back to it.
It was so funny. I was cracking up the whole time. Like, just would feed them. If they start to lose weight, it starts to turn her off. Like, I loved it. I swear, if I was straight and with her, I would just be so fat. But she's hot, so who cares?
You should come. I make dinner every single night on you now. It's delicious. You should come by. I make a lot of mashed potatoes. They're coming into the fall
Are you?
months now. We make mashed potatoes, roasted potatoes, sweet potato mashed
Mm.
with sour cream and dill and heavy cream. We
Do you
don't
use
even
a ricer?
yeah, and we don't even mess with milk. Milk, we don't do milk.
Oh
Any
no, I don't
recipe,
do milk there.
well, I mean, any recipe that says milk, we use heavy cream.
Oh, I use heavy cream, but I don't use heavy cream or anything in my mashed potatoes.
Oh well, your mashed potatoes sound really dry.
Actually,
So
it makes and creamy.
I'll never know.
No, I use sour cream. I use sour cream and butter.
Oh, I use sour cream too, but I think it needs a little cream also with the sour cream. Anyway,
Creamy.
commenting Jonah. Your favorite Angela comes walking along again in the beginning of this episode. She's like, Rabina, decor. I can't believe I voted out chemo again.
Again.
What is wrong with me?
That's what the house wanted.
I always think I vote with the house, and then I won't vote with the house.
It's what they tell me. It's not me. You know I'm not crazy.
And then she walks away, and T-Car is like, I can never do the T-Car accent. I can't stand the sound of her voice. I can't sound the sound of her voice.
I wish she sounded like that. Even that sounds really good.
I just can't stand her. She's horrible, a little wicked lady. And then all of Twitter is in a rage. All of Twitter. T-Core and Rabina, they're being so mean. I can't watch these bashing sessions of Angela. They called Angela fat. They're horrible people. And I'm just like, give me a break. First of all, they said big fat liar. It's an expression. They didn't call her fat.
Right.
And it's a game.
Did these bashers forget what Angela has done to them?
Well, not even that. Like,
did Angela get bashed? What she did to Lisa, which was, it wasn't that bad to me, but it was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's nothing. Like,
I mean, Jesus Christ.
The game is plot against people, talk shit about people. They have no other outlet.
Also, karma.
Right. And if the worst thing that people in this house are doing is going, I can't stand the sound of her voice. She's so annoying. She's mean to people. She's this, she's that. I think that's pretty great, everyone. We used to come from people being racist and all that other stuff. I think this is great.
Annoying would it be for someone you knew voted you out twice to come sit next to you and go, oh my God,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I mean, it
So,
would be annoying.
yeah,
I wouldn't
Angela
want to
is
hear her
annoying.
voice either. I'd be like, just like Chemo's doing.
Yes, and but
Yes,
Chemo understands a social game.
absolutely.
And I have to say, by the way, giving credit to Chemo was the only one in his one-on-ones for who's being nominated. Chemo was the only one who very clearly made it known to Leah that MJ, Cam, and Chelsea are a trio.
Yeah.
He really pointed that out to her, and I have always said Chemo doesn't really have any game. Chemo's not really doing anything. Blah 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 blah.
No, he is.
This week, I was like, I'm proud of Chemo. He is actually doing something. Way to go, Chemo.
No, absolutely. And I think even that brought a little light. And I honestly think it brought a little light to Leah to be like, you know what? You're kind of right. And
Yeah.
if there's two vetoes going to be in play, you know what I mean? Like, that's something we definitely could consider.
You know what else we should consider? You know what else T-Core should consider?
Not doing cartwheels ever?
Not doing cartwheels ever. Can you do a cartwheel?
I think I can.
No, you cannot. You would have been worse than T-Core.
Oh my God.
I have never in my life been able to do a cartwheel. I do the same exact thing that G does. You just put your hands on the ground and move your legs a little.
All right. So I have a kickball game on a field on Sunday. I'm going to write myself a note right now to have somebody film me do a cartwheel, and I'm going to send it to you.
Okay. I can't wait to see this. Denise, I know you're in chat, and Jackie, can you please send me a reminder that tomorrow, Sunday? When you say Sunday, you mean tomorrow?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, yes. I mean tomorrow.
Okay, can you guys remind me to follow up with Comedy Jonah and send him a little message that says, please don't forget about your
I'm adding
cartwheel?
it to my calendar. I'm adding it to my calendar.
All right, well, you're still going to say that you forgot when you're on your field. You don't, I would imagine most people aren't looking at their calendars when playing kickball.
I'm a real estate broker. I'm always looking at my calendar in my phone.
Okay, well, we'll see if we get this. I can't wait.
But yes, a reminder would also be nice.
Okay. All right, so they do the veto picks, and here we go. This is so good, because we knew Leah has messed up this week. And I said, please, God, please give Chemo and Rabina a chance this week to do well. And do you know what God replied to me with? God said, okay, Eric, I'm going to leave Cam and MJ, the two arguably best players in the game.
Strongest.
I'm going to leave them out of the POV. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to add a second POV. If you don't realize that production is literally trying to do everything they can to help you, it's when two of you get nominated and that's the week they add a second POV in. And you still can win. But you're right, Comedy Jonah. Let's go after this group of people.
I still stand by it. Yeah.
Two POVs couldn't even win one.
With you. The two strongest competitors didn't play.
Yeah.
T-Core picked. All three of them had a chance to do this. And two POVs were in place. So what if they each won one?
I'll tell you what would have happened. Chelsea and MJ would have been on the block, which is what we all wanted.
Exactly.
And by the way, I don't mean wanted because I want Chelsea to leave. For me, Chelsea is playing hands down the best game, and she deserves to win the most. I would just like to see her face some obstacle. I mean, she's walking to the end at this point. She doesn't even have to try.
I agree with that, and I agree that eventually they have to go anyway, and this is how it is. But I mean, to sit there and literally be thrown multiple lifelines, and you can't even pull it out. It's like, you can't argue. Like, T-Court can't argue, like, well, I had literally so many chances to save myself.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
And can I just say, I understand the puzzle and I understand the thought of the puzzle, but at the same time, I don't understand the puzzle.
I I didn't understand the puzzle, and then the way Angela was kind of describing it and talking out loud, then I was starting to understand the puzzle. I think what Leah was talking about the puzzle, because when we put puzzles together, we're seeing completed areas, right? We're seeing completed borders, we're seeing completed stuff. This puzzle, even when you fit everything in, had little holes and gaps, so it was difficult. And having everything the same shape, I could see how it being difficult. I just don't understand how T-Core
So
couldn't figure it out. I really thought she could do this.
So you just made it make sense to me in the sense that the puzzle is more about getting the blank spaces in the right spot. Because in my
Right.
mind, I'm like, if all these circles fit in the circle, why can't you just put all the circles in the circle? Why is this hard? It
Because
obviously
even
fits.
completed, there's still blank
I get it
areas.
now. You
Yeah.
explained it to me in a way that I understood it
Did I
now.
say
Oh.
that there's still blank areas?
Yeah, no, I get it. So it's the blank areas that have to be in the right spot for everything to fit.
Correct. Hmm.
And I
And
love
as a
that Angela.
casual viewer, I figured it out, and Tico was right there.
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with the game. So, it's just a puzzle. It's not anything that anyone's talking about.
In the game for your life.
Angela,
So.
I love that Angela was smart enough to feel like she was on Survivor and be like, I gotta destroy my puzzle. I can't let anybody see what I did. I gotta destroy my puzzle.
I love that T-Core saying her voice drives me absolutely insane, and she's right by her, and then that piece is there, and it won't fit there, and I got to put this together here, and then I got to put this here, and then I got to do this, and then T-Core's just giving her a dirty look. Don't stop, T-Core. Get in the zone. You got to save yourself.
Well, T-Core was right next to her, so when Angela finished, maybe you should have looked at her puzzle.
Right, and I thought Angela was smart to take her puzzle apart.
Yeah, but my point is T-Core was standing right there and had a good minute before Angela remembered to take it apart. T-Core should have looked a little better.
But Angela took it apart, not wanting to help T-Core.
I know, but I'm just saying, there was at least a minute in between her doing
there's
it.
these underwritten things, like if I truly wanted, to align myself with T-Core, I would have left my puzzle and been like, I did it, and I left it. You know
Yeah,
what
and
I mean?
even Leah was on the other side of her. I thought Angela would have been like, Leah!
Yeah. But didn't want T-Core to get it. Do you see what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. No, and I loved how, because everybody was still in it, Angela's like, yay! I did it, you guys! Yay! And everyone is just still working on the puzzle, and she's just spinning in circles. I'm a winner!
In the background too.
I'm a winner!
I did it!
Every other time somebody wins, they get cheered for, but apparently not me.
I did it!
Can we just pause for a second in production? Just let them clap and then they can go back?
Can I get a timeout? Can we just praise me for a second? I did it.
Lost said filling the hole was the goal of that puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Every hole's a goal.
Every hole's a goal. That's a name of one of our cornhole teams.
Of course it is. Gay people are disgusting.
Tomatoes.
So, Angela wins it. She gets the first veto, the real veto. And somehow Leah comes in second and gets the janky veto. So literally, the worst possible outcome we thought for this week happens. Leah gets to remain in complete control. We know she's not going to do anything. And Angela does basically whatever Leah tells her to do. So, oh boy, you've already taken a really boring outside week and you just made it even worse. Yay!
Why is it worse?
I told you, because getting rid of the trio is boring. It does nothing to make the game more exciting and better.
Oh, for you as the viewers.
For us as live feed watchers, it doesn't give us any drama. It doesn't make anything happen on the feeds.
Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I care about a successful HOA week.
Well, that's because, you're a casual viewer.
Yeah,
You just
and
accept the
I like
edit.
it.
We're watching 24/7.
Everything she wanted, she got it. She was successful.
Well, we'll see. Um, T-Core starts freaking out because they don't have any power.
It was nice to see her sweat a little bit.
She's going to be sweating a lot in a second. I love how Janky is like, let's add more verses. I'm adding more verses to my song. And I was like, I'm going to kill you. You're going to kill you. Um, I can't believe I can't believe when it started raining, they just gave them raincoats.
No, they gave them
The ponchos.
the plastic ponchos.
And just so that you understand, just for them, nothing else. So their beds got wet, their blankets got wet, the clothes got wet, everything got wet, and then they had to sleep in wet shit until it all dried.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're all sick, and it's like, I wonder why they're all sick. So stupid.
They didn't even get tents.
It's like, what is this adding to the game? Like, I just, like, let them inside already. Like, as soon as the POV was over, I was just like, can we just let them inside now? Like, literally, you're killing gameplay. There's nothing exciting about this. Just let them inside. It's so stupid. There now, Angela and Leah coming out of the bathrooms for the
Outhouses,
POV.
not bathrooms.
Well,
Outhouses.
okay, porta potties.
Hey everyone, it's time for the veto meeting.
That did make me laugh out loud.
Oh my god.
That did make me laugh out loud. I thought that was great.
And they timed it. Hey everyone, because their doors, they didn't want to hit each other's doors. Time for the veto meeting. Oh my god, I loved it. I want the meme. I want the meme now.
That made me laugh out loud. And then Janky's like, come on, Leah, you get the first chance to use your Janky veto. You just gotta knock down some bottles. And she can't do it.
I love that Janky said, here's what you have to do. You get 3 throws to knock down 5 bottles. You know, because you've had all week to practice.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't believe for a second she didn't throw it, because she 100% knew they all knew that was going to be the Janky competition.
But
so
did
the fact,
as
no.
a feed watcher, did she ever play it?
No.
Did anyone ever play it?
Yeah, I saw T-Core play it a few times.
We saw T-Core do the ring toss when she was sweating about stuff, you know, trying to think, trying to distract herself. But did we see Leah play it?
Not really. So it's her own
fault.
fault.
Kept braiding her ponytails and putting little poofs in her ponytail.
I don't believe.
You don't think that any of these games possibly mean anything eventually?
Well, I agree, but to be fair, I don't believe Leah was trying to win that at all. No part of her wanted to put up Chelsea. She threw that so that she wouldn't have to.
You know, let's give her that.
Well, but this is what I don't like. I don't like when people lie in the diary room, because she was acting in the diary room like, I was totally trying to win, and now that I didn't, no, you weren't. In every conversation on the live feeds, you were saying you would not go after Chelsea. So why are you lying in the DR?
So you're mad that she's lying in the DR, but you don't care if she lies on the feeds?
No, I understand in the game you have to lie to people. In the DR, I expect you to tell us the truth about your game. Otherwise, what is the point?
Maybe she changed her mind.
No, I don't believe that. So she doesn't win the Janky veto.
No.
But Angela uses it on Chemo. And now we knew that was happening. Angela told, like that scene when you see Chemo and he's like, Angela's all but hinting to me that she's going to use it on me. No, she flat out told him, I'm using it on you.
Yeah.
And he was crying and she was crying. It was a whole big emotional moment where she told Chemo, I'm using it on you. Please do not tell T-Core, which of course he did. Well, he didn't say they're definitely using it. He said, I think they're going to use it.
Yeah, because people change their minds at the last minute. You don't know until it's actually happened, right?
Sure. So Angela pulls Chemo. T-Core goes up. T-Core's crying.
Finally. Have we seen T-Core cry at all this season?
I don't think so.
No.
All
No.
right. Well, you happy about that?
Well, everybody's just like, oh my gosh, she's just this wonderful, sensitive, caring person. She loves all of us so much. And, she hasn't
Yes.
shed one tear.
Okay, you can be
I
sensitive
wasn't
and not
sure
cry.
if she was Ainsley or not.
Well, you're a casual viewer. I get it.
But you as a feeder said she didn't cry. It was nice to see some tears.
Well, but she's one of the most empathetic people on that show, which is why so many
I
people love
know.
her.
It's one of those people that cry without tears. I'm so empathetic. Am I empathetic right now?
How do you know she cried without tears? She just put her head down.
She's crying. I saw tears.
Okay, so that's good. She's empathetic.
Oh, I'm gonna Tucker. I'm gonna give her an easy week and $5,000 because she's so wonderful, and she has no problem voting people out and just be like, Tucker.
Wow, you have problems with
I
T-Core.
mean, I do. It's like she's been painted as this empathetic kind of
she is.
person and hasn't shed one tear where everybody else is crying like, waterworks. So it was nice to see a little bit of a more human side to her than,
where you can see her be human?
a very calculated, player.
Oh, God, she's not calculated. I wish she was. Maybe she'd still be in the game.
She never was on the block until she was voted out. And she was voted out because she's a social threat.
Yeah, no, she was never on the block because everybody loved her and wanted to protect her.
She had no problem voting people out. Never said, I feel bad.
Of course she did. You just didn't hear it because it happened on the live feeds.
Was there tears in her eyes?
Yeah, very teary when she said it all the time.
No, never.
You know what I think should have happened, and I feel that this was a letdown?
What?
The fact that when the Thursday night's episode happened, Julie was like, hi, I'm back. I feel like she missed the opportunity to pop out of the door and go, ha ha ha, I'm back, bitches. I mean, that's such an iconic that's such an iconic Big Brother moment. She should have recreated it. But dear God, Julie, you won.
Yeah.
If ever there's a thing when people want to call the bluff and they're like, you wouldn't be able to survive without me. And everyone's like, yes, we would. Use it. Well, Julie, we don't want to survive without you. Thank you for coming back. You make the whole show. We were all wrong.
She does.
Mm-hmm.
I was glad she was back. Yes, I would have loved what you said. Absolutely. But it's just not Julie's style. But, Jerry's great. Jerry's funny. Jerry's good looking. But she's not the Chinbot. And Julie being back was, yes, I felt better. I felt comfortable. I felt hugged. So, yes, I was happy.
I have to say, though, Julie being back and me loving to see her. And then in that same episode, how she can literally make me cringe when the camera cuts to her. And she's like, K-A-N-K-I-E. And I'm like, no, Julie, no, rewind it, Julie. No.
Somebody still has COVID fever.
Julie, you're supposed to be better than that song, Julie. No, you're not.
You're supposed to be better.
You're supposed to be more evolved than that song, Julie.
What the vaccine's doing to Julie.
So we got the trio. They're all crying. One of us are gonna go. No. What's gonna happen? Leah's over in a corner. She's like curled in a ball, crying. I feel so bad.
They hate me, don't they? Yes, they do.
Leah knew exactly what she was doing.
Yeah. Leah put on her resume.
Leah has always felt, she has always said on the live feeds, it has not made the edit, but she has always alluded to the fact when she talks to people like MJ or Quinn and Angela that she is concerned about the people of color getting together and that being a bond that none of them will be able to break. So there was no part of me that was surprised. She wasn't going to touch Chelsea because she has that closeness with her. But when I was like, obviously this is who you're going to go for. Because you're afraid that they're all working together and not going to do anything. Like, without you. So, whatever. I get it. Now we get one of one of the moments where people like you, the casual viewers, get to see some of the tension that we get to see on the live feeds with Cam and Chelsea. Because
Yes.
God forbid Cam dared to move his bed out of the rain if moving his bed out of the rain moved it closer to MJ. Well, Chelsea wants no part of that. And then she throws a childish temper tantrum. This is the only flaw in Chelsea's game, in my opinion, is her complete jealousy over Cam is literally the only flaw in her game.
I agree with what you're saying. However,
But
there's been
but
it's this has been weeks prior to it. Kim's jumping in between MJ's legs, scratch my head, doing all this stuff. Yes, do I think she has a crush on him? Yes. But do I also think it's going to interfere with their final two? Yes. I think there's a little bit of both kind of mixed in there together, right? And so, seeing how he did the HOA comp and lifting his leg up, it's like, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? As far as Chelsea's perspective and gameplay, right? You didn't have to do that. You could have won the HOH and we could have had control this week, but you didn't because of your feelings for Leah, just like you got feelings for MJ. Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I understand it. She's jealous, but also I think it interferes with her game.
Right, because then, if you feel that way, have a conversation about it. Don't be like, I'm digging my bed and moving to the other side of the yard.
I think it gets to the point where you've had enough, you've seen enough, and now you're camping. Now you're camping outside and you're pooping in an outhouse. And all you're eating is pizza and ice cream. And you can feel the cavities building up. And then you see that shit. And you flip the F out. Yeah, I don't blame it. Is it sloppy gameplay? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't blame her. I'd be like, what are you doing?
It's also a testament that Chelsea is so well insulated. She can do whatever she wants. I truly believe that week.
That's a good point.
I truly believe before the POV ceremony, Chelsea could have just walked around the backyard and went, fuck you, Leah. Eat a dick, Angela. Woo, 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 woo. And they would have been like, oh, we're not touching her.
Oh my God, I'd never put her on the block.
I'd never put her on the block. She is so well, and she can do whatever she wants. I can't express to you, she is walking to the end of this game. There is no one. She is on zero people's radar. When people talk about, what are we going to do if there's a double? What do we do in the next week? And then every single one of those people say, I need to go to the end with Chelsea. Not one of them want to target her. That's how amazing her game is. It's just crazy.
They need to start targeting her.
They're not gonna.
Need to start doing something.
Well, nobody's gonna. Now, you were again very unhappy, casual viewer, that T-Core was not trying to get votes to stay.
As a casual viewer, I did not see that in the edit. But that was one of the placeholders in my notes I wanted to ask all of you. Did she at all talk to anybody besides, maybe Chemo, which I'm sure she knew he was going to vote for her, but she needed two more. We saw Rabina crying and Mackenzie over there, and Rabina was just like, I'm just going to be so embarrassed because I'm not even going to get a vote, and I don't want to leave that way. And then Mackenzie reassured her, oh, no. You're getting more than one vote. And so I was just like, did T-Core do any of that? Did she campaign for herself?
She didn't need to because everyone told her she was staying. She was very much blindsided in that vote.
Oh, no.
Everyone told T-Core she was staying. She never thought in a million years that the person she swore her allegiance to of I'll never go after each other, Chelsea, would ever not vote for her. She never thought that in a million years. Chemo told her he was going to vote for her. Leah and like all these people are saying we're going to vote for you. So she really thought she had the votes, which is sad because I agree she
Which
should
is
have fought harder.
sloppy gameplay if she's going to jury.
Well, here's my other problem, and this is what I freak out about all the time. I cannot stand when these people go, do what's best for your game. If voting me out if voting me out is what you need to do, I just want you guys to do it. That is the stupidest fucking thing I have ever heard. First of all, do you know it's like $1,000 for a Happy Meal right now? And you're fighting for $750,000. Am I missing where you all have health insurance? Am I missing like where you all are like not like you can't, people can't buy houses? There's all this shit happening and you're just like, you know what? I'm like 2 weeks away from $750,000, but if that's like not what you're into, I'm fine with that. What is wrong with you? You should be
money.
you should be standing there and being like, I am the person best for your game. You need to be keeping me. This is why. Do not believe what are you doing? Do you not like money? I don't understand. And not for nothing, that is why Chelsea is playing the most flawless game. Chelsea is the only person in that house who understands how much $750,000 is.
Yeah.
It's enraging to me that that is what everyone says every week. Oh, well, if I just need to walk away from $750,000 and let you have it, then that's what has to happen.
Well, I think there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that are happening, and I think that is kind of how they're trying to come across to a live eviction. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I understand people can say that for strategy.
Everybody already has made their mind up.
But no.
I just want to plead. Listen, I love you guys. Do what's best for your game. I understand. We're going to see each other outside the house. If you win, give me some of the money. You know, I love you.
Nope, here's me. If you vote me out and send me to that jury, I'm going to make sure that every single person that comes in finds out why you should not win. And I'll make it my life mission to make sure you don't win. So go ahead and vote me out. I dare you.
Well, then...
Yeah, oh, what now? Oh, yeah, it's funny. It's not going to be funny when you lose. Ha 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 ha.
Well, then I don't want you sitting next to me either. So...
Well, no one's going to want to vote for this. You should keep me here. I mean, do something.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong. I understand what you're saying of that can be strategy.
Right.
I'm not, but that just doesn't apply this season. These people tell each other everything, and and I would understand if that was only what was happening at the live vote. That is what they are saying all week on the live feeds. All week on the live feeds, like whatever's best for your game, whatever's best for your game, do whatever you got to do. And I'm like, no, it's just enraging to listen to. Like I cannot. So guess what? T-Core gets voted out by everyone. What a surprise.
Even Chelsea.
Yeah, well, Chelsea was... Oh, well, again, you didn't watch the live feeds. Chelsea was one of the main people behind her going. I know. Because Chelsea wants that group broken up, and she knows that T-Core is one of the only people she probably wouldn't win against.
So smart.
So get out T-Core. It is.
So smart.
She is amazing. So then... we're like, okay, everyone, we didn't have to do anything this week, okay? We had all the competitions that you guys all had to set up yourselves.
Except rot in the backyard.
We let you rot in the backyard. We only had to provide you with some pizzas. So I bet that you're expecting to come back in now. We're going to go into the basement. We're going to do this amazing HOH. Get ready for a beautiful... Okay, no, you're just gonna stand in a room with the 20-piece puzzle. And by the way, here's the other thing. Do not give me a story that Ainsley went away to some other fucking country and the other little robot boy is here and he locked you outside and now all of a sudden you're just back inside? We're not going to continue the story? You don't have Janky come on the screen and go, all right, everyone, I'm opening up the house. I need a story. Don't start a story and then make the story not make sense. I'm not smart enough to fill in the blanks.
Well, I think like a story is an arc, right? You got a beginning.
Yeah, give me the story.
Arc, and then you've got an ending. Like, I don't think we got the ending. Like, is
No!
Janky still there? Where it happened to Janky?
Like, obviously, we're going to find out, but...
Did he get caught in the firewall? Or did he burn up? Like, we don't know.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying, let something happen so that they get to go back inside. You showed us being locked out. You never showed the door opening, and why? I don't like it. And by the way, I had the best idea this week that I put on Twitter. I said what should happen is that when Ainsley comes back, she should say to them, I'm so sorry, I thought the robot I left was going to be good for you. Clearly it wasn't. Forget about everything that happened this week. T-Core, you can come back. We're going to redo the whole week now that I'm here. That's what I really thought was going to happen. They were going to make the storyline be it was a reset week, but apparently not.
Oh my God.
That's what I wanted to happen. But then again, no, I didn't, because literally what I learned this week is T-Core, Rabina, and Chemo, the three least threatening people in the house who will do nothing when nominated and can't win anything, which is why you should not be going after them.
A stronger voting bloc than the other.
No, no. Is who you should be going after. So now they get this stupid competition where they have to stack the blocks.
I wanted back up for a little bit. So I loved T-Core talking to Julie. I loved how sweet and sincere that she was.
Yeah.
I loved that she told everybody how much she loved them. She was a really good sport. And you could see kind of what house guests were saying about her. And was sad and had tears in her eyes. So I liked seeing that.
That is what we see all the time on the feeds.
She never cried until then. So.
On the feeds every day.
No, never cried when she was nominated. So that was nice to kind of see that. And I could see it like it seems like a very, very sweet, genuine person.
Yeah, she is. We all knew that. This is only news to you.
No. Well, I didn't see the full circle. You like a full circle? I like a full circle.
You like a full circle moment. You got it. You got your full circle.
I need a freaking tear, T-Core, and I got it. Full circle. You're a human. I thought you were Ainsley at first.
Okay.
So, back to the puzzle. We're in a room. We have no closure with Janky. Go.
It's horrible. Another set that I'm looking at, and I'm just like, is this a fucking joke?
Yeah.
Did they don't have money this season? Is that like they don't have money?
DiGiorno pizzas at Costco can be cheap.
You have the whole basement. You have the AI arena. What are you doing?
Well, because now people can't see how they're putting the puzzles together because they're in different rooms.
Now, that is the only part I agreed about. If this was Big Brother's attempt to make it where they can't help each other and let someone else win, then I get it.
Yeah. That's how I understood it.
Yeah. So now for spoilers. Mackenzie wins HOH. Angela and Chemo are the noms.
Not Leah.
I'm sorry, Angela. I said Angela and Chemo, didn't I? Oh, you're saying not Leah. Well, pause. And if today Angela or Chemo wins the POV, there's a good chance that guess who'll be the replacement? Leah.
Doesn't mean she'll go home.
Yeah, it does.
Well, there's a double eviction this week, so 2 people will go home. Could be Chelsea.
I mean, I don't think Chelsea is ever going home, but I would love to see her hit the block, yeah.
She's hit the block before.
Nope. Oh, yes. One.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Chelsea's hit the block before, yes.
Yes, obviously, because they said the only... But why don't I remember when she hit the block?
It was like week 3 or 4. Like, it was early on.
Wow. Courtney says, MJ told Chelsea it will be Rabina. I heard her say that it would be Leah. I think MJ is very... Look, In my opinion,
Courtney.
MJ is going to do whatever Chelsea tells her to do, so let's see what happens if it's used. We know
Mm,
that we watched Chelsea and MJ flip their opinion back and forth 5 times about Quinn. I think if it turns out that it's going to be used, she'll flip
So
back
if
and forth.
Leah's not the renom for the first eviction and survives, it's going to be like what Leah did for her HOA paid off. Now she could easily be the second one evicted,
Right.
because we all know how that goes. But that's going to be the biggest thing I'm going to be looking for this week. If Leah is evicted, is the first one evicted, I'm going to be like, you know what? The way you were looking at her HOH, you were correct. I was wrong. But if she doesn't, I'm going to be like, her HOH was successful.
Yeah. I know that MJ said she doesn't want to be the one to get out
Leah.
Leah.
Yeah.
I still have a feeling that if that is what Chelsea wants to happen this week, she'll find a reason to make it happen.
Well, she did it. I mean, look
So,
what she did with Quinn and Joseph.
yeah, I mean, I am aware that
Mm-hmm.
MJ does not want Leah, that she's afraid that Leah is a vote for her in the jury, and if she's the one to send Leah out, blah, blah. But you're
Mm-hmm.
not the one sending Leah out. The people voting are going to be the ones sending Leah out.
Correct.
You can just easily say, I have to put you up there because I don't want you to be a vote for Angela, or whatever
Correct.
reason Chelsea is going to make up to give her is going to be the reason she can say if that's what
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea decides she wants to happen this week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
We'll
It's going
see.
to be another exciting week. We're going to have so much to talk about when we're back here next Friday or Saturday. And I'm excited.
Probably Saturday.
Probably Saturday. Saturday just works. Here's the
It does
problem.
work. It works for me too.
Well, the problem is Friday night's my favorite night of live feeds. So I'm usually up until 4 in the morning watching all of the
You mean
one-on-ones.
Thursday? Thursday.
Thursday night going into Friday. Right.
Right.
And then I have to be like up at 7 to go to my hub's mom's house. Then I don't know what's happening with my mom. It's always like crazy.
Well, here's my thing. The latest episode isn't updated on the Paramount Plus app until Friday morning, and sometimes it's even delayed there too.
All right, so Saturday. See us back here
So
on Saturday, everyone.
works. Like Friday is kind of my slowest day with all of the multiple jobs that I do. I can
Yeah.
literally just sit down and just have a Big Brother fest.
Right,
Which
so
I love.
it'll
Yeah.
be Saturday, everyone.
Yeah.
It'll be next Saturday. Like this is a Saturday. It'll be next Saturday. And of course, I'm live every single day on YouNow around 4 p.m. Eastern. Usually Destiny's joins me. We talk about the live feeds. We talk about them on the Discord. I'm back to twitching. We're just always live is the point. So we're always live, Comedy Jonah. Always.
Twitching and twerking.
Twitching and twerking. Roll your butt. Roll your butt. All right, everyone. We hope that you all have a wonderful day. I'm not sure if the feeds are still up or down for POV, but if they are still up, I will be over in the live feed chat on Discord, and we'll see you all there. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.